The storm has arrived as Jade Cargill came out on SmackDown tonight, and her entrance is amazing. This isn't on the screen. This isn't CGI. This is them having one light, having the smoke machines going off, having Jade emerge from it, having like rain. I don't know what they used for that, but it looked amazing. Having the silhouette of Jade just stood there with that backlighting. Just looks really, really cool. This is a presentation that says WWE want a superstar to be a megastar. Now, there's a lot of people saying, oh, but, Jade hasn't done anything yet. Honestly, does it matter? She got a huge pop when she emerged. And that's the thing. All of this is just building up to that anticipation of seeing her in the ring. And it won't be long until you do, because in the main event segment, after Bianca Belair beat Dakota Kai, Jade Cargill would come down. And obviously Damage Control standing strong over Bianca and Naomi. And she would obliterate all three of them. And then stand tall with Bianca and Naomi. It does look like the 6-woman tag match for WrestleMania that was rumoured is going to happen. Very cool. I love the visual, by the way. Bianca Belair, a former WWE Women's Champion. Naomi, a former TNA Women's Champion. Jade Cargill, a former AEW TBS Champion. Are you hyped for this potential WrestleMania match? Let me know in the comments down below. This is things you might have missed from WWE Smackdown. Make sure you hit the like button. And if you are new to the channel, hit the subscribe button too. We all knew WWE was going to recap the Rock and Cody end of Raw moment, and rightfully so. But they did follow it up with something interesting, with Paul Heyman confirming that the final boss went and did what he did by orders of the tribal chief. So Roman sent The Rock. We'd then find out something massive for Jey Uso for next week from Jimmy. And that's again from the orders of the tribal chief. Jey will go one-on-one with Solo Sikoa 24 hours before WrestleMania. Ouch. After weeks of it not happening, it happened tonight. That's right. Kevin came in like a wrecking ball as KO would team with Randy Orton, and they would lose to Pretty Deadly. Now, if you didn't watch SmackDown, that's pretty wild, right? Well, what happened was Randy Orton was on the outside with Pretty Deadly when Logan Paul would come in the ring and knock out Kevin Owens with the brass knucks. What happened next, though, was absolute brilliance, as Randy Orton was pissed that he lost, but then saw the replay of what happened and of where Logan Paul went back under the ring. And, well, he called him all right. After the match, the beatdown of Logan Paul would begin, but as he went to do something through the announce table, Pretty Deadly would come back out, returning the favour. It didn't end well for them. Things did end well for Logan Paul, though, kinda. He got trapped between Randy and Kevin Owens and then made his way to the backstage area, running all the way through to the parking lot, where he legitimately stole the car. I'm going to assume the person he knocked down is the actual driver, the owner of the car. Well, Logan Paul stole a car tonight on SmackDown. That's a YouTube headline. But, of course, he would get away. Randy and Kevin Owens will have to wait until WrestleMania. Iyo Sky was at the WWE Performance Center and did an interview today talking about how Bayley and Damage Control all fell apart, saying her and Dakota felt obliged to keep Bayley around, ending this interview by saying that after WrestleMania, she hopes she never has to see Bayley again. Well, she saw her straight immediately after as Bayley would jump her, attacking Iyo. She even hit her in the head with a light, but then the attack was on. I love the build they've given Bayley versus Iyo. I know there's a lot of controversy about this, should be main eventing. I'm just happy it's happening, and I think both of them are going to kill it at WrestleMania. Are we getting new characters for Isla Dawn and Alba Fyre? Obviously, they haven't really featured on TV. The whole Unholy Union thing never really took off. WWE, seemingly on the main roster at least, didn't get behind it. This was a very weird segment for them, sort of approaching Nick Aldis, talking about their theme music and how they can change things up a little bit. Obviously not doing the whole dark witch gimmick, which they've been doing. So very interesting to see where this goes for Unholy Union or whatever they're going to be called after tonight, but very interested to see. Rey Mysterio would come out and issue a WrestleMania challenge to his son Dominic, and Santos Escobar. Not the big multi-man match we expected. Instead, a tag match with Rey and the new LWO member, Dragon Lee. Of course, after he come out, the brawl was on. Massive brawl. And yes, it would be the LWO standing tall with new member Dragon Lee. This was so interesting though. The Judgment Day didn't know Dom was going out there. Tension in the Judgment Day. Is this the beginning of the end of Judgment Day? I think the biggest talking point though was Damian Priest teased cashing in at WrestleMania when he was talking about how important WrestleMania was for everyone as individuals. Rhea Ripley immediately said, is there anything you'll need to tell me? Like, there's something going on in the Judgment Day. There seems to be a lot of secrets. There seems to be a lot of distrust. I don't know. Maybe we are approaching the end of Judgment Day. Dom's got Andrade, the whole thing going on. We'll see. Gotta give this a shout out though. Rhea's WrestleMania opponent, Becky Lynch's new book, The Man, Not Your Average Girl, is out now. Honestly, I've got it. I've read a few bits of it and it's good. Austin Theory and Grayson Waller will be going to WrestleMania after they defeated the Street Profits. This was, of course, by the distraction of Karrion Kross and Scarlett backstage in the locker room beating up Bobby Lashley and B-Fab. The brawl would come out to the ring with the AOP, though, after the match. I love this shot of the AOP's finishing move. Very cool. An already hurt Lashley would make his way down to the ring, and it didn't end well for him tonight. Not at all, as he was laid out by the Final Testament, and of course Karrion Kross just saying, you failed them, and now no one is going to WrestleMania. I don't know, like, is this going to be a WrestleMania match, or are they going to do it like next week on SmackDown maybe? If it's on the Tron, it's official. They keep calling him Berto. Humberto's name is officially just Berto now. Gotta say though, I love this move from Berto and Angel, as they literally just used a simple body press from the top rope, but it looked really effective. But no Catch Republic. Those damn British boys, they did it. They're gonna WrestleMania. And there is the lineup, the 6-man ladder match. I can't wait for this. Waller and Theory, The Awesome Truth, The Judgment Day, DIY, The New Day, and New Catch Republic. Oh, it's gonna bang. AJ Styles tried to verify with Nick Aldis that LA Knight wouldn't be there tonight, but I like the fact he's smart enough to know wrestling and know that, well, LA Knight was going to be there. He wasn't the cameraman, though, and even though a fan jumped the barricade, he thought that was LA Knight. It wasn't LA Knight. The mind games was on, and of course, with AJ saying enough is enough, the camera panned round. There was a security guard stood there. Yep, you're right. It was LA Knight. LA Knight couldn't wait to get his hands on AJ Styles, and of course, yeah, they brawled for a little bit. I actually think this was more effective than the home invasion angle they did last week. I thought this was a really good segment, really hyped up their match for WrestleMania. Something to definitely take note of, though, is on Up, Up, Down, Down, AJ Styles potentially teased at WrestleMania. We could be getting a brand new theme song for him, with him saying his current one doesn't reflect the AJ Styles you now see on TV. Could we get like evil ways for AJ Styles? Love the presentation of Jade tonight. Love all of that. Love all the WrestleMania build. Very, very cool indeed. Can't wait for next week. It's going to be huge. Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. Subscribe to the channel if you're new. If you want my score for tonight, very solid 6.5 out of 10. I'll catch you next time. Peace!